Thank you, Mike. Nobody ever told me that politics was going to be so much fun. But we're doing well. It's doing very well. We just had a long call from General Mattis. And John, I know, is very happy to hear that, but he knows better than anybody. We're doing very well in Iraq. Our soldiers are fighting and fighting like never before. And the results are very, very good. So I just wanted to let everyone know. We have these incredible musicians from the Marine Corps and from the Army. Incredible, actually. And I said, I'd like to do something special. I'd like to ask the United States Senate with spouses to come and hear how good it was. It was just a beautiful evening. And so here we are. And shockingly, it's semi-bipartisan. A lot of people showed up that people weren't expecting, which is a very good thing. I know that we're all going to make a deal on health care. That's such an easy one. So I have no doubt that that's going to happen very quickly. I think it will, actually. I think it's going to happen because we've all been promising, Democrat, Republican, we've all been promising that to the American people. So I think a lot of good things are going to happen there. We'll talk about infrastructure, and hopefully it'll start being bipartisan because everybody really wants the same thing. We want greatness for this country that we love. So I think we're going to have some very good relationships. Right, Chuck? I see Chuck. Hello, Chuck. And I really think that will happen. So, again, enjoy these incredible musicians. They are really something special.
Melania dons $2,390 LBDASHI and Trump entertains senators and their spouses at the White House, and President promises a deal on healthcare soon. President Donald Trump has announced he expects to make a deal on healthcare soon, even though his first attempt failed just a few days ago. Trump made the remarks as he was hosting a reception for senators and their spouses at the White House. It attracted both Republicans and Democrats. Before taking to the stage, he was spotted walking into the ballroom with Melania. It appeared the First Lady was wearing a $2,390 Whistler stretch crepe dress designed by Roland Mouret. When he got around to address the bipartisan crowd, he said it is a very good thing and predicts a deal on healthcare will happen very quickly. I know that we're all going to make a deal on healthcare. And that's such an easy one, the president claimed, despite recent results seeming to counter his claim. Democrats have shown no interest in working with Republicans on the issue as long as the GOP remains determined to repeal Obamacare. Trump also said he believes there is potential to work with the Democrats on other issues, including infrastructure. Hopefully it'll start being bipartisan. Because everybody really wants the same thing, we want greatness for this country that we love, he said. Trump's healthcare comments came after House Speaker Paul Ryan spoke in the present tense about efforts to repeal and replace Obamacare, just days after the GOP leadership had to yank such a bill from the floor schedule because it lacked the votes to pass. I don't want us to become a factionalized majority. I want us to become a unified majority, Ryan, Republican Wisconsin, told reporters in the Capitol. And that means we're going to sit down and talk things out until we get there. And that's exactly what we're doing, he said. Ryan vouched for camaraderie within the fractious GOP conference after an inter-party split sank one of the party's signature policy goals, repealing Obamacare and replacing it with what Ryan calls a more market-based system of tax credits and subsidies. We are not going to retrench into our corners or put up dividing lines, he said. Ryan added, there's too much at stake to get bogged down in all of that. The White House was sending out a different message last week, when the bill's fate appeared to be on the line, telling lawmakers that if they failed to pass a bill, Obamacare would remain. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer called the doomed bill headed to the floor the only train leaving the station and said, there is no plan B. On Tuesday, the New York Times reported that White House Chief Strategist Stephen Bannon has been meeting with conservative and more moderate members to discuss a possible path forward.